morning. Whew, there are a lot of us here this morning. I've stood up here before, but I must admit, never under these circumstances. I stood up here 42 years ago, a week before my wedding, visibly shaking, like I may be today, and in front of a lot of people I didn't know, I became a Jew. I had what was then called a public conversion, by arrangement at some unsuspecting young person's bar or bat mitzvah, whose voice wasn't ready, probably. Because to me, my new membership in the Jewish community was just that, a membership in a community. I will never forget standing in Frank Hall at the Oneg after the service and having complete strangers embrace me and welcome me to the Jewish faith. I didn't know where I was headed on my new journey, but I felt this community around me, mission accomplished. It was indeed a seminal moment in my life, almost as important, it would turn out, as what I did the following weekend when I stood up here again and married my high school sweetheart, Stephen, who had grown up in this congregation. I was young, we were young, but we were in love, and nothing could put a damper on my enthusiasm for my newly adopted faith community or my excitement about our marriage. And in my case, I truly married the family. Stephen's family was my introduction to Judaism and has been for over 50 years my window to all things Jewish, celebrating, raising a family, grieving, navigating life's twists and turns within a Jewish framework. Shabbat dinners at my in-laws' home were filled with joy and chaos and amazing food. If you know, you know. They provided context for raising a Jewish family and helped us imbue our children with an identity that runs deep today. We moved away for a few years, and upon our return, I learned about a new initiative in the Reform movement, Outreach, which was designed for couples and families that had been touched by an interfaith marriage. And Peggy and John Rubenstein were right there by our sides. It was cutting edge at the time and gave us an avenue to other North Shore Congregation Israel families who had followed similar paths, whether there had been a conversion or not. It made this large congregation feel small and was a first step in finding a sense of family here. With time, I knew that this was my spiritual home. This was where I belonged. Today, my own story continues to unfold. I've learned that the journey takes twists and turns, ups and downs, and to that end, there were times when we were more involved in congregational life and times where we were not. We have observed baby namings and b'nai mitzvah, weddings and funerals, and I'm still learning. My intent in telling you my Jewish life story is not to imply that I've done anything bigger or better than any of you sitting here this morning. In truth, my intent is to let you know that today, in this place, my path has actually been like many of yours, and yet perhaps unlike many of yours as well. Some of you grew up here, are multi-generational NSCI families. Others have been members only a few years. Some arrived here by marriage. Some took a leap of faith, literally, and became part of this community like I did. But wherever you are and wherever you have come from, you are seen, you are heard. And this is a place that is, above all else, committed to being here for you. When we are in despair, when we are looking for hope. Being president of the congregation means many things. First and foremost, it means overseeing the financial health of the institution, and to do that, we have the critical guidance of our professional staff and supremely skilled lay leaders. I'm happy to confirm for you what you probably already know. North Shore Congregation Israel is thriving. Our membership is greater right now than it has been in many years, and the religious school is bursting at the seams, all indicators of a healthy institution and of a compassionate and robust clergy and staff who work so hard to make this a place of purpose where people want to be. We have completed the powerful Imagine the Possible campaign with a record number of donors supporting the effort, and we can all be very proud as we admire and enjoy our renovated and new spaces. They are truly stunning. NSCI congregants are incredibly supportive of the work that needs to be done to make this beautiful campus stay beautiful. It is just one of the many ways that we can contribute to the health and continuity of North Shore Congregation Israel. This time next year, we will have a new Torah in the Ark, an ongoing effort that is bringing people together. So far, almost 600 people have participated in the writing of our sacred text with our inspiring scribe, Linda Koppelson. We have a new safe railing to provide direct bema access, and the new carpeting on which I'm standing will be complemented with new carpeting throughout the sanctuary and refreshed chairs up here by next High Holy Days, remarkably due to the generosity of our fellow congregants. And I cannot continue without mentioning so many of you who do what you can to contribute above and beyond your own dues so that others may enjoy membership at North Shore Congregation Israel. We are so very grateful for you. Aside from the fiduciary responsibility, the Board of Trustees actively works to support the staff in what they do, from programming to security, from hiring senior clergy and staff to making decisions about the building and grounds. Your fellow congregants who serve as trustees, and they wear name tags that look like this, are a talented and committed group, and I'm proud to be among them. So thank you for listening a bit about me and how I ended up here. I would love to hear about your own Jewish journey. There's a story to be told by each and every one of us here this morning. It's something that I love about being part of this community, this family, and it's something that I'd love to learn more about from you. Send me an email, stop me in the halls. It already happened earlier this morning. Give me a call. I love a good story. I'm so grateful that we're all here together today, and I wish you a Shana Tova. I hope we see one another again before this time next year. Shana Tova.
Shana Tova. That was amazing. That was perfect. Good job.